Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Crochet for Baby. Thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this baby blanket. This stitch here is the Crystal Waves corner to corner crochet stitch. This stitch I already have in my channel. I got several messages about this stitch where the decreasing side was not as straight as the increasing side. So I did some adjustments and here is the revised pattern. Now your stitch is nice and straight. As you can see, this is what it looks like on all edges. This is one of the corners. That's what it looks like. And let me show you the decreasing corner. And as you can see, it's nice and straight. This yarn here, I'll leave the link to the yarn that I used down here in the information box, along with the yarn that I used for the border. In the tutorial, I'm also going to show you how to make the border. It's very easy. And that's what it looks like. Here's my finished blanket. The size of the blanket is 32 by 32 inches, which is about 81 by 81 centimeters. Okay, so I hope you like it, and without further say, let's get started, and thank you for watching. Okay, to begin, I'll be using this 3.5mm crochet hook, and I'm using this light number 3 yarn. For those of you who ask, I'm using Lion Brand Mandala. This here is in the color Unicorn, and it's a light number 3 yarn. I'm going to use about 300 grams. And notice that we're going to have some color variation, but that's because this is how the yarn comes. Okay, so now to begin, on the 4th chain from the hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to make 3 double crochets. So insert your hook, grab a loop, take 2 loops off, take 2 loops off. Here's my first double crochet. Again, insert your hook and make your next double crochet. That's 2. And then again, make 1 more double crochet. So we have 3 double crochets plus the 3 chains here at the beginning. And here's the first row, and I'm going to put a stitch marker right here. This is going to mark the front of the row. Okay. And there it is. Okay, so now for the second row, we're going to chain 3 and turn. On top of this first double crochet, I'm going to make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to make a front post single crochet. So insert your hook through one side, come out the other, grab a loop, and make a single crochet. And that's your front post single crochet. Chain 2. Inside this chain 3 space right here, right at the end, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and here's our second row with 2 fans, 1 and 2. For every row that you make, you're going to increase by 1. Now for the third row, same thing, chain 3 and turn. On top of this first double crochet, make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. And into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet. Chain 2. Inside this chain 2 space right here, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now jump to this last fan and into the second double crochet, 1, 2, make a front post single crochet, chain 2, and inside this chain 3 space at the end, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And here's our third row with 3 fans. 1, 2, 3. Now for the fourth row, same thing. You just repeat the same thing. 3 chains, turn. On top of this first double crochet, make 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Now into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet, chain 2. Inside this chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet, chain 2. Inside this chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Now we have the last fan. So into the second double crochet, make a front post single crochet, chain 2, and into this last chain 3 space, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And here's your fourth row with 4 fans, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the fifth row, same thing, chain 3, turn. On top of this first double crochet, make 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3 of this same fan, you're going to make a front post single crochet, chain 2. Inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make your front post single crochet, chain 2. Inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet, chain 2. Inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And to finish, we have our 3 double crochets, the 2 double crochets plus the 3 chains at the end. Into the second double crochet, you're going to make your front post single crochet, chain 2. Inside the chain 3 space, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and this is how we finish the fifth row with 5 fans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 rows. Now you're going to continue like this until you have a total of 55 rows. So you're going to have 55 fans all across. I'll meet you at the end of row 55 to show you how we're going to start decreasing. Okay, I'm here at the end of this 55th row. I have a total of 55 fans, and it's measuring 29 by 29 inches or 74 by 74 centimeters. Now, I would have liked to continue and make this a bit bigger, but I don't have enough yarn. I've already used 1 skein of this yarn, so I'm going to start reducing with a new skein so that I have enough. So far I've used 150 grams of yarn. Now, if you want to continue and make this a bit bigger, you can do that. The only thing I recommend is that you finish in a row where you have the stitch marker that we put here on this first fan facing you, or the right side. So now to start decreasing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3 and I'm going to turn. Okay, so now inside this first chain 2 space right here, I'm going to make a single crochet. Okay, now I'm going to chain 2, and inside this chain 2 space I'm going to make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. And as you can see, this is what's going to start making this nice and straight on this side. Okay, the 3 chains we have here plus the 2 chains here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the first fan here, this one here, and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside this chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Make your front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets. 2, 3. Now this is how I'm going to continue, just repeating the same thing. Into the third double crochet, make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Continue like this all the way to the other end. I will meet you here to show you how we're going to finish this first row of reduction. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row of reductions, and I have a total of 54 fans. Now to finish this row, all I'm going to do is go into this chain 3 space here at the end and make 1 single crochet. And this is how I finished this first row of reductions with a total of 54 fans. Now for every row that we continue, we're going to be reducing each row by 1 fan. So for the next row, row 2, we're going to have 53 fans. So to do that second row, we're going to chain 3 and turn. And now here inside this chain 2 space, I'm going to make a single crochet. I'm going to chain 2. Inside this chain 2 space, I'm going to make 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And then here I'm going to continue by making a front post single crochet into the third double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, insert your hook and make your front post single crochet, chain 2, inside this chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Again, jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet, make your front post single crochet. Now this is how we're going to continue for this second row of reduction. So continue like this. I'll meet you at the end of this second row of reductions to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row of reduction, and I have a total of 53 fans for this row. Now to finish this row, I'm going to make a single crochet inside this chain 2 space right there. And this is how I finished this second row of reduction with a total of 53 fans. Now remember that for every row that we continue, we're going to be reducing by 1 fan. So into the next row, row 3 of reductions, we're going to have a total of 52 fans. Okay, so now if you notice, I have a stitch marker. This is just marking the first row of reductions. So if you want to put 1 in there, I would recommend that you do so. That way you know exactly how many rows we have. Okay, so now for the third row of reductions, you're going to chain 3 and turn. And inside this chain 2 space right there, I'm going to make a single crochet. Now chain 2, and inside this chain 2 space, I'm going to make 2 double crochets. Okay, and here's the first fan to our third row of reductions. Now jump to the first fan right here and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, you're going to make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space make a double crochet, and double crochet, so 3 double crochets. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Now this part here is exactly the same that we did on the previous row, so into the third double crochet make a front post single crochet, chain 2, and inside the chain 2 space make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Continue like this until you come to the end of the row right here. At the end of this third row of reduction, you're going to have a total of 52 fans. So I'll meet you here at the end to show you how we're going to finish this row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this third row of reductions, and up to here I have a total of 52 fans. Now to finish this row and all the rows that follow, you're just going to insert your hook here into this last chain 2 space and make a single crochet. And this is how I finish this third row of reductions, and that's how you're going to finish each and every one of the rows that follow. Now for the next row, the fourth row of reductions, you're going to chain 3 and turn. And this is how you're going to start every row from here on. And now into this first chain 2 space right there, I'm going to make a single crochet. Now chain 2, inside this first chain 2 space make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now go to the next fan and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside this chain 2 space make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Jump to the next fan and into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside this chain 2 space make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Again, one more time, jump to the next fan into the third double crochet, 1, 2, 3, make a front post single crochet, chain 2, inside the chain 2 space make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Now continue like this all the way to the end. At the end of this fourth row of reductions, you're going to have a total of 51 fans. You're going to finish this row in the same way that I finished, by making a single crochet into the last chain 2 space. Then you're going to chain 3 and begin your row by making a single crochet inside the first chain 2 space, just like I did here. Now you're going to continue like this until you have 1 fan left. Remember that for every row that you do, you're reducing 1 fan on each row. So continue like this. I'll meet you once we're at the end, when we only have about 1 fan left, to show you how we're going to finish that last fan and show you our finished blanket. Okay, I'm here at the end. I only have 1 row left, row number 55. So in this row number 54, I have 2 fans. So to finish here, same thing. I'm just going to go into this chain 2 space and make a single crochet. And this is how I finish this 54th row. Now for row 55, which is the last row, I'm going to chain 3 and turn. And now here I'm going to chain 2. Inside this chain 2 space here, I'm going to make 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. And to finish here, I'm just going to go into this next chain 2 space and make a slip stitch. And this is how I finish this last fan of reduction. And there it is. Okay, so let me show you the corners. And this is what it looks like. This side is the reduction side, and that's what it looks like. This is the other side. Here's the corner where we started, and there it is. That's what it looks like. Okay, here are the sides. The problem with the other version was that the edges were not straight. This is my decreasing side. As you can see, that's what it looks like. They're nice and straight. So let me show you all around. There it is. This is the other corner. That's what it looks like. And here's my other corner. This is where we started. There it is. And let me put my corners together. And as it is, it's measuring 29 by 29 inches or 74 by 74 centimeters. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to make a border for this baby blanket, so I'll come back and show you that next. Okay, to begin, the first thing that we're going to do is single crochets all around our blanket. I'm going to begin here. This is the corner where we started the decrease. So this is where we ended the increases, and this is where we started the decreasing. So right in this very corner. Now I like to start right here along the side, not in the very corner, so that way when I'm filming I show you right away one of the corners and how it's done. Okay, so I'm going to start here. I'm going to grab this loop, bring it through the front, and here I'm going to chain 1. Okay, now into this chain 3 space here I'm going to make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. Now I have the chain 2 space right here. I'm going to make 2 single crochets, 2, 1 and 2. Now I have a chain 3 space, 1, 2 single crochets. Then the next one is a chain 2, 1 and 2, and then the first chain 3 space here when we started to reduce, 1, 2. Okay, and now here we're at the very corner, so insert your hook right there into that stitch. This is like the top of this first double crochet here. So in there we're going to make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2. And now into this double crochet right there, you see it, I'm going to make 2 single crochets, 1, 2. And now we have this chain 3 space. In there you're going to make 2 single crochets, 2 single crochets into this double crochet space, and 2 single crochets into this chain 3 space. And this is how you're going to continue all around until you come here to this next corner. I'll meet you here to show you how we're going to work this corner and then continue with the rest. Okay, so this is the second corner. So now here I'm just going to make 2 single crochets into this very corner stitch right there. That was the first chain. But now here I'm just going to continue along making 2 single crochets along the side here. Okay, here you're gonna have to be very careful. There's actually 2 stitches here. See how there's a space there? That's where we pinch that chain to make the 3 double crochets. So make sure that you only do 2 single crochets right there, not here where you see this fan. Okay, so here, so 2, 1, 2, and then jump to this chain 3 space and make 2 single crochets. Okay, and here again we have, see how we have the double crochet and then we have the fan right there, right in the middle. Don't do a stitch here, just do them here and here into the double crochet, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, and then again we have the next 2. Yep, same thing. Don't do anything here, just into this double crochet, 1, 2, and then the chain 3, 1, 2. Now continue along like this. That's what it looks like. I'll meet you here at this other end where we have the next corner to show you how we're going to work this and then continue along with the rest. Okay, this is the third corner, and here you're going to have to be a little creative and see where you can put your 2 single crochets in this corner. So I just pinched, I think this is the 3rd chain, and I'm going to make my 2 single crochets there like that. And then here we have this chain 3 space. I'm just going to make 2 single crochets there, And then now here we have 3 chains, so 2 single crochets. And then we have I think these are 2 chains here, so 2 single crochets there. Okay, and then again we have the 3 chains. This side here is the same as the other side where we started, and that's what it looks like. So continue like this, just making these 2 single crochets into the chain 2 space and the chain 3 space. So continue like this. I'll meet you back here into this last corner to show you how we're going to work this last corner. Okay, this is the 4th corner. So this is the last fan that we did. So we have these 2 chains. So in there, I'm going to make 2 single crochets. Okay, and now here we have these 2 double crochets on top of the first one, which is this one here in the very corner. I'm going to make 2 single crochets. These are our 2 single crochet corner stitches. Okay, and then now we have the next double crochet and then this stitch here where we did the slip stitch. So I'm going to make 1 single crochet on top of the first, or this second double crochet, and then 1 here where we did the slip stitch. Okay, that's 2. And then I'm going to continue along. We have 2 chains and then 3 chains, 2 chains, 3 chains. Same thing here, 2 single crochets into each stitch here. Next one, 2, and this is what it looks like. So continue like this, just making these 2 single crochets. I'll meet you here where we started to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end. To finish, I'm just going to join here to the first single crochet with a slip stitch, and this is how I finish this row of single crochet. Now I just pass my yarn through that last loop and this part here is done. Okay, so here's my baby blanket. These are all the corners, and as you can see, they're all nice and straight, and that's what they look like. And here are my edges, and that's what they look like. And here's the other side. Okay, so I used 300 grams exactly to make this the baby blanket. It's not too big, but my friend loves it. Now the next color that I'm going to use is this yellow and white. This color here, it's by the same brand, Lion brand. She chose this color. She wants a colorful, nice and bright baby blanket because she's due in late April. So what we're going to do now here is I'm going to go into the next single crochet. This is where we join. So into the next single crochet, I'm going to grab this loop, bring it through the front, and chain 2. Now if you're using this border for another blanket that's not exactly like mine, that it's reversible, make sure that you start on the right side. So now what we're going to do after we chain 2 is I'm going to go into the same stitch here and make a double crochet. A double crochet into the next single crochet, double crochet into the next, and I'm going to continue like this until I come here to the very corner stitch. It doesn't matter where you start, all we're going to do is double crochets all around. Okay, this is the very corner stitch right here. So into this very corner stitch, I'm going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets into this very corner stitch. So into the same stitch, we're going to make this fan, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. This is how you're going to work every single corner, exactly the same. And then jump to the next single crochet and make a double crochet, and continue along on this side. When you come to the next corner, you're going to do exactly the same. You're going to work your corners exactly like this: 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. I'll meet you here at the end once we're done with this row to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I'm here at the end of this row of double crochets. To finish here, I'm going to go to the top of the double crochet, not the chains, but the top of the first double crochet, and make a slip stitch. And this is how I finished this row of double crochets. And here are my corners. This is one of them. Here's the other one. Here's the other one. And here's the other one. Same thing we did on each one of them. Now for this next row, we're going to chain 2. And this first double crochet, the first one where we did the slip stitch, I'm going to work into a front post double crochet. The next one, a back post double crochet. Next one, front post double crochet. Next one, back post. I'm going to continue like this until I come here to the this fan here in the very corner. So front post double crochet, back post double crochet, front post, back post, front post, back post. Okay, and now we have the fan right in the very corner. We have 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. Okay, so here I did a back post double crochet. The next one is going to be a front post double crochet. Next one, back post double crochet. And now inside this chain 2 space, you're going to make 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, so something here. To continue this way doing the same thing, you're going to do the following. This last double crochet that I did here, which is the second double crochet out of the 4 double crochets in this fan, it's a back post double crochet. So this one here, I'm going to start as a back post double crochet. If I started as a front post double crochet, in the next row, it's not going to come out correctly. So make sure you do that. Whatever this last stitch was on each of the fans, that's how you're going to start on this side. Okay, so this one here was a back post. This one here is a front post. Back post, double crochet, front post double crochet. Now continue like this for this side. I'll meet you here in this other corner to show you how we're going to work this corner here. So I'll meet you here to show you what we need to do next, and this is what it looks like. Okay, this is the second fan. So we have 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. This double crochet here is a front post, so my next one is a back post double crochet. The next one is a front post double crochet, and notice that this double crochet here compared to the double crochet we had on the previous corner fan, that other one we had a back post double crochet, so it doesn't matter, don't worry about it. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to do them exactly the same. And this is a perfect example where this second double crochet is a front post double crochet. Okay, so inside this chain 2 space, we're going to make 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Okay, and now here we have the first double crochet for this side, which is part of the fan. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing we did here on this double crochet. So it's a front post double crochet. So this is how we're going to start this side. The next one is a back post, next one front post. And from here on, I'm just going to continue alternating between a front post and a back post double crochet until I come to the next fan. So continue like this. I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you how we're going to finish this row and then start on our next row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this first row of front post and back post double crochets. Now to finish this row, we have the 2 chains and then the double crochet. On top of the double crochet, I'm going to make a slip stitch, and this is how I finish this row. Now for the next row, you're going to chain 2, and this first double crochet that we have here is a front post double crochet, so we're going to also make a front post double crochet. We're going to work one more row in the same way we did the this last row that we just finished. So each one of these stitches, you're going to work them as they are. So if it's a front post, you're going to make a front post double crochet. If it's a back post, you're going to make a back post double crochet. So I'm going to do this until I come to the first corner. Okay, so here we have the next fan. So 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. So I'm just going to continue with the same sequence until this very last one. So back, front, back. So this last one was a back post double crochet. So when you start this side, this first double crochet is going to be a back post double crochet, or vice versa, depending on what you do here. You may do a front post, so it doesn't matter. So you start with a front post. So now inside the chain 2 space, you're going to do 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. You're going to do this exactly the same thing on each one of the corners. 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets, and then you're going to start with whatever you did last on this last double crochet, which for me was a back post. So I'm going to do a back post double crochet. And then a front post, and then a back post, and front post. And from here on, I'm just going to continue in the same way. If it's a back post, I'm going to make a back post, and if it's a front post, I'm going to make a front post double crochet. Exactly what we did on the previous row. And then when you come to the next corner, you're going to do exactly what we just did here, just like this. 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. Okay, continue like this. I'll meet you here at the beginning to show you how we're going to finish this row. Okay, I'm here at the end of this second row of front post and back post double crochets. To finish, I'm going to go to the top of the first double crochet, which is this one here, and make a slip stitch. And this is how I finish the second row of front post and back post double crochets, 1 and 2. This row here was a double crochet row, and then the single crochet row. So in total, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're about to start row number 5, but it's the third row of our front post and back post double crochets. Now I showed my friend the border and she loves it, so we're going to do 2 more rows. Okay, so now here we're going to do 2 chains. This first double crochet that's here is a front post double crochet, so we're going to make a front post double crochet. The next one is a back post double crochet, and I'm going to continue like this until I come here to the very corner. Okay, just these 2 rows are going to be exactly like we did the second row. Okay, and now I'm here where I have this fan, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. So here I'm just going to continue with the same sequence. My next one is a front post double crochet, next one back post double crochet. Inside the chain 2 space, 2 double crochets, 2 chains, 2 double crochets. Okay, and now here you know that to begin this side, whatever I did on this last double crochet, I'm going to do here. So this one was a back post, so it's a back post double crochet. And then the next one is a front post, and then back post, and then front post. And from here on, I'm just going to continue in the same way until I come to the next corner, and I'm going to do the same thing I just did here. Okay, so continue like this. I'll meet you at the end of the 4th row of our front post and back post double crochet rows. So I'll meet you here to show you what we need to do next. Okay, I finished making my last row, and what I did here to finish was I just went to the top of the first double crochet and joined with a slip stitch, and this is how I finished this last and final row, which was a total of 4 rows of front post and back post double crochets plus the double crochet row and the single crochet row. So I did a total of 6 rows for this border. So here it is. This is what it looks like. These are my corners. There they are. That's what they look like. And my sides, that's what it looks like right there. I love the way that this turned out, actually, the color and everything. It's a very nice and bright baby blanket, and my friend loves it. So here it is. I just need to finish and hide my ends, but for the most part it's all done. My Crystal Waves corner to corner crochet stitch baby blanket. Oh, and the final measurement is 32 by 32 inches, which is about 81 by 81 centimeters. Okay, so this has been today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.